Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak, but more importantly, thank you for allowing this building and you to be used by God in the kingdom in such a unique way. Disaster is something none of us look forward to. It's none of us would ask for it. Please, God, bring it to us. None of us would say that. And yet in His infinite wisdom, in His infinite mercy, in His incredible divine plan, disaster strikes in places. And then the church is called upon to represent God amidst that, in the midst of all the pain, in the midst of all the agony and disaster that surrounds us. The church is called to be the light of God. We can do that a lot of different ways. You've done that by allowing disaster relief out of Nashville to send in supplies. I can tell you from my experience in disaster-related works over the past few years, I've seen the sad reality that many churches will receive those supplies, and then a year later they're still sitting in their church building and they're wondering, how on earth are we going to get rid of all this stuff? I hope that's not the case here. I know you've got a sign-up list, and I see that people are assigned each day to be here. And as people come seeking help, you will distribute it. I can tell you that will work for a while, but eventually people won't come. And it requires someone going out into the community, knocking on doors, saying, tell me what your needs are. What can we do to help? Hilltop Rescue is a separate organization from Churches of Christ Disaster Relief. Hilltop Rescue, some of the leadership is here with us this morning. Their approach is uniquely different. Let me read the mission statement for Hilltop Rescue. It is to enable the willing to touch the wounded. See, Hilltop Rescue's mission is relational. It's not just bringing food and supplies. It is touching those who are wounded. The vision for the ministry is, in touching the wounded, God is glorified, the kingdom grows through relationships that are established in both the giver and the receiver. So the mission of Hilltop Rescue is to literally go out into the community, find out what the needs of the people are, and then begin the process of meeting those needs. But eventually, all that stuff you see piled up in the back here, and all these folks that are here with Hilltop Rescue today and who will come in future weeks and months, all that will go away, and you will be left here. And what will the Church of Christ look like in the community surrounding Burlington, Iowa? See, that's the question you've got to ask yourself. What are you folks willing to do? Besides opening up your building, which is very gracious, we're very grateful for that. We're grateful to be able to house people in these rooms up here where you now see cots. We're grateful that you've provided food already, and many of you are providing your time. But I can tell you, if you're not in the lives of the people of this community, when this disaster leaves, they will go back to their lives, you will go back to your work, and nothing will have changed. And what we are asking of everybody is, are you willing to share the story of Jesus Christ with people who right now need it more than ever before in their life? That's really the question. I ask you to turn to Matthew chapter 25. In that story, or in that chapter, you hear a parable of talents. And of course you're familiar with that story. But after the parable of the talents, Jesus says, I'm coming back. There's going to come a day when you'll see me. I'm riding on the clouds, all the angels with me. And at that point, the whole world, everybody that's ever lived will be gathered before him, and he'll separate them out, one on the right, one on the left. And he says to those on his right, come, you who are blessed of my Father, and inherit the kingdom that's been prepared for you from the foundation of the world. And they say, why? And he says, because I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, you gave me drink. I was naked, you clothed me. I was without a place to sleep. You opened up your home to me. I was sick, or I was in prison, and you came to see me. And they'll say, I don't remember doing that for you. And he says these magical, wonderful, incredible words. To the extent that you did it to the least of these brothers of mine, You did it to me. Folks, I'm telling you, some of us here from Oregon and California and West Virginia, or Virginia, one of them, Virginia and Tennessee, and we don't have cornfields like you do. And we're just marveling, look at the cornfields. Man, as far as your eye can see, look at the cornfields. And we were marveling at it this morning, and how beautiful, incredibly perfect this field of corn is. And all the stalks are just lined up against each other and so equal. And they all look alike, don't they? Did you know that you and I are the harvest of God? But it's not just us. You and I sitting in this building are a part of the harvest. But those people sitting outside with their homes rotting because of the water, they're a part of the harvest too. And right now we've got an equal playing field. And right now we have an opportunity to go out to them and say to them, we are your brothers. We're your sisters. Please let us help. And let us tell you a story about somebody that made a difference in our lives. God bless you. God bless you today. God bless you tomorrow. God bless you as we work to make a difference in Burlington. Thanks.